You know, when this person passed away in recent days, the first thought came to my mind: if he ever was born an American, this guy could have made tens of millions of dollars in endorsement. To me, he was a more what do you call classical and what do you call money swimmer than Mark Spitz. I really enjoyed him. I'm a big fan of the British Commonwealth athletes on every level. But David Wilkie, when he passed away this week, May 22nd, everybody basically said this is probably one of the greatest UK athletes of the 1970s. Up there with Daley Thompson and quite a few of the soccer elite. Now, David Wilkie, MBE, ironically was born in Ceylon, in Colombo. The member of the British Empire was a Scottish swimmer. Was the Olympic 200 meter breaststroke champion in '76 at Montreal. I saw the race live. And he's the first British swimmer to win an Olympic gold medal since Anita Lonsborough in 1960. His breaststroke was so good it took the great Victor Davis, God bless his soul, to break that record some almost a decade later. He is the only person ever to have held British, Commonwealth, European, World Olympic swimming titles at the same time. A member of the Scottish Sports Hall of Fame and the International Swimming Hall of Fame, he has been described as Scotland's greatest and Britain's finest swimmer. I'm not going to argue. Fellow Olympic breaststroke gold medalist Duncan Goodall considered him an extraordinary talent and one of Britain's greatest ever athletes. And sometimes wouldn't wear a swim cap. So handsome man. You know what he kind of looked like? He looked like a combination of Tom Jones and George Lazenby. I mean, that's how handsome this guy was. Now, David's parents came from Aberdeen but were stationed in Colombo, Ceylon when Wilkie was born on March 8, 54. His family regularly patronized the open-air Colombo Swimming Club, where he learned to swim. Now, at 11 years old, his parents sent him back to Scotland as a boarding school pupil at Daniel Stewart's College in Edinburgh. And while a pupil there, he joined the Wernder Bats Club, one of Scotland's most successful swimming clubs. It was there he began to train intensively and develop his specialist stroke, the breaststroke, under one of Britain's leading coaches, Frank Thomas, whom Wilkie credited with giving him the motivation to become a world-class swimmer. At 69, Wilkie was chosen to join the elite Scottish training squad organized by the Scottish Amateur Swimming Association. Now, at 69, he swam representing Britain for the first time at an international swimming contest where he came up against a Russian 200-meter backstroke world record holder, Nikolai Pankin. Now, Wilkie broke the British record for the 200-meter breast in an international match against Denmark in July 1970. He then won a home crowd and bronze medal at the 70 Commonwealth Games in Edinburgh and a 200-meter breaststroke, breaking his own British record again. He wore a swim cap for that event during the Commonwealth Games, making him the first elite swimmer to wear one in a major competition, but again, sometimes he would swim without, and he would stand out for that as well. Now, in 1970, the Scottish Amateur Swimming Association awarded Wilkie the Nancy Reich Memorial Medal Award, awarded to the person who has done the most to enhance or uphold the prestige of Scottish swimming during the year, and the W.G. Todd Cup and Prize for the Junior Swimmer of the Year. This was the first time in association history that both awards had gone to the same person in the same year. Now, Wilkie continued to hold the Nancy Reich Award every year from 72 to 76. Now, his college swim team was, get this, University of Maine in Miami. You wouldn't think he would be there, but there you have it. Now, at the Scottish National Long Course title event in 72, Wilkie won 5 events. However, Wilkie's world breakthrough came when he won silver in the 200-meter breasts at the 72 Olympics in Munich and a European record time of 2:23.67, in spite of being ranked only 25th in the world. I remember that, and a CBC announcer said, where did he come from? He also broke the Scottish record times for the 100-meter breasts and 200 IM. Now, starting in 73, he was studying and swimming in the States. He won the world title for the 200-meter breasts in Belgrade, Yugoslavia, and broke the world record. Now, at the classic 74 Commonwealth Games in Christchurch, one of the best Commonwealth Games ever, he won a gold in the 200-meter breaststroke, a second gold in the IM, and a silver in the 100-meter breaststroke. At the 74 European Championships in Vienna, he won a gold in the 200 IM and a world record time. He also won gold for the 200-meter breaststroke and silver as a member of the British 4x100 meter medley relay team. From 72 to 76, he was unbeaten in every 200 meter breaststroke races he took part in, including the prelims. Now, however, it was after several years of further intensive training, while studying at the University of Miami in an athletic scholarship and competing for the university's Miami Hurricane swimming and diving team, that Wilkie's finest hour came about. He won gold in the 200 meter breaststroke at the 76 Summer Olympics in Montreal in a world record time of 2:15:11 and preventing an American sweep of the men's swimming gold medals. Ironically, this was the steroid Olympics because the GDRs and some of the Americans were on heavy dope. Now, he also added a 100 meter silver medal to his collection of at a time of 1:03:43. His world record again was to remain unbroken for almost a decade until Victor Davis, Nazi, destroyed it but got past it. Now, Wilkie won 3 AAU national U.S. titles and 3 NCAA men's swimming and diving titles. While at Miami, he was a 4-time All-American and was inducted to the University of Miami Sports Hall of Fame in '87. The head swimming coach there was Bill Diaz, and his individual coach was Charlie Hodgson. Now, he was European Swimmer of the Year 3 times, the British Sports Personality of the Year in '75, and a member of the British Empire in 1977. In '82, he was inducted in the International Swimming Hall of Fame, and in 2002 was inducted in the Scottish Sports Hall of Fame. Now, following his retirement, Wilkie remained active in the world of swimming, involved in swimming aids and technology. He was said to be the first swimmer to wear a head cap and goggles together in a competition to improve the streamline effect within the water. Although he also said he wore the goggles because of an allergy to chlorine in the water and a cap to keep his long hair in. Now, when he co-founded a healthcare company called Health Perception in '86, it was sold to William Branson and Son in PLC in 2004 for £7.8 million. In '85, he met his Swedish partner Helen Isaacson, with whom he had 2 children, Natasha and Adam, who were 23 and 20 in 2013. In 2009, he helped found Pet's Kitchen, a pet food company supplying British supermarkets. Now, in an interview with the Bunker.co UK in April 16, he criticized the reintroduction of golf to the Olympic Games. He called Jack Nicklaus and Gary Player's claims that the Olympics would grow the game globally as absolute bullshit, while he was also said that players who did not stay in Rio de Janeiro for the duration of the Games could not be classed as true Olympians. This is true. You want to get the Olympic experience, you stay there. I really don't think golf should be the Olympics, but that's just me. Now, in 2017, he made news again, and I never had a chance to cover this, but I heard about it. It's called the David Wilkie problem or the David Wilkie rule. In 2017, BBC News reported that Wilkie, then age 62, was accused of swimming too fast in his local Virgin Active swimming pool. Wilkie quit his Virgin Active membership and joined another gym. Outdoor Swimmer magazine subsequently coined the phrase the David Wilkie problem, meaning the issue of how swimming pools manage their facilities to provide swimmers with a wide range of abilities, aspirations, and expectations the best possible experience. The fact that lane rage suggests that currently they don't do a very good job of it. Now, what lane rage is, if you're watching something at a swim pool where you have a very fast swimmer and people are getting to learn, sometimes they have to share the lane. People really freak out there was a really good swimmer because it's considered mentally intimidating to up-and-coming swimmers or swimmers who are not as fast. But David Wilkie, a very, very structured person, like I said, what I liked about Wilkie, if something he didn't like, he would say it, and if he didn't like something, he would try to change it for the best way he could. Unfortunately, he died of cancer on May 22nd, 2024, after a short illness at the age of 70. Now, there's been numerous award-winning books and bestsellers on Wilkie. The first one is David Wilkie by Wilkie, Pat Besford, and Tommy Long, which came out in '76. Another one was Winning with Wilkie, A Guide to the Better Swimming by David Wilkie and Athol Still in '77. Of course, Splash, Swimming with Wilkie in 1982, and of course, The Handbook of Swimming, which he wrote with Kelvin Juba, those both 2 books in '86. If you can still get it, it's quite an interesting read. I read the David Wilkie book, the first one, and a lot of what you say important information. Now let's put this in perspective, okay? The world record progression of the 200-meter backstroke. It's quite fascinating. Now, in David Wilkie's 2:15.11, it was a fast pool in Montreal, we all know. He bet the John Henkin record from 2 years before by 3 seconds. Okay? Victor Davis in 1982 broke the record by about 34 100ths. Now, Davis brought it down to 2:13.34, but the fast pool in Montreal, again, Wilkie had improved his world record time within 3 years by 4 seconds. Now, John Henkin brought it from 2:22.79 to 2:18.21, but the 3 second difference in that fast pool in Montreal. Now, let's put this in perspective, ladies and gentlemen. In 2023, Kin Haiyang, who owns a record, 2:05.48. That's only really 9 or 10 seconds faster than Wilkie, and that's a difference of 47 years. So that's how fast Wilkie was. But ladies and gentlemen, at his peak, he was probably the most famous swimmer in the world that wasn't Mark Spitz, and that's saying a lot, because Cornelia Ender was well known, but not for the right reasons, for obvious reasons. He had the shoulders of a man. No, but David Wilkie, my God, what a talent! And I'm sorry I'm getting to this late, but you see, you got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, not too much publicity of superior Canadian and British athletes in the U.S. press. I only found this out actually through a BBC site. They're having, I guess, a special tribute show for the next few days on some BBC affiliates. So, but David Wilkie, again, a top 5 British athlete of the 1970s, he will be best. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what we're doing here with our tribute podcast, let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, or share. Bye.